episode of the SAVA Reports.
I'm Diana Bassetto, Vice President of the Commercial Lines Department.
And I'm Debbie Kane, Vice President of the Personal Lines Department.
And I'm Lacey Arndt. I am the Marketing and Community Coordinator here at SAVA. So this week our episode is going to focus on teen driving, which can be both a nerve-wracking and exciting experience for parents and their teens. So today we're going to help you navigate through this life experience by giving you some ideas and information that will help calm your nerves and help ensure your teen is safe, and also make sure your family is properly covered. So Debbie and Diana, I know that you both have teen drivers.
Yes.
What has this been like for you?
Extremely scary. Probably one of the scariest things as a parent that you have to go through. You're basically hoping that everything that you've taught your child that they're going to listen to and actually do when they leave the house. To this day, I still can't sleep until I hear that garage door come down, knowing that they got home okay. So definitely a huge thing when you're a parent as far as your kids driving. They're having that freedom. They're kind of going off on their own. So, yeah.
And I would say too that it definitely gets easier after having the first child, and obviously knowing the type of child that you're dealing with. You could have a very responsible child. You could have a less responsible child. I actually have one of those.
One who pushes the boundaries a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
One by the book, and then one who kind of did a little bit more than what she should have done.
Yeah.
But I think that just setting the boundaries, it makes it easier. And then obviously as the kids get older, it definitely helps too. Big difference from being 16, just getting your license, to being 22
Yeah.
with a little bit more experience.
Absolutely.
So it's gotten easier.
Agreed.
So what are some of the things that help to calm your nerves when they first began driving?
My nerves still aren't calm. However, some of the things that we did do is both of the kids were required to do driver's training, the driver's ed. They hated every bit of it, but I think it made a huge difference. Even in the driver's ed class, them knowing, different situations that they could get in, how it could affect them, and driving more. The more they drove, the more comfortable that they got. And it also was great because we ended up getting a credit on our insurance because they had the driver's training course on there. We also, with the carrier at the time, there was a contract that they signed about saying, you're a youthful driver, these are the things you're not going to do, these are the things you're going to do. Hopefully they followed the contract, but it made it a little bit better because there was something in place, and it gave us an opportunity to go over those things.
Setting boundaries, not
Right.
just you being the big bad parent.
Absolutely. The other thing, this was just me personally, it was important to me that both the kids had a little bit of a bigger car. So they each got, an SUV type of car. I don't know if it helps, but it makes me feel a little bit better knowing that they're in a safer vehicle. So that was important that we got them, neither of them got Corvettes or Lamborghinis.
Well, I think what you guys said here, parent involvement is huge. And I know we did a little bit of research, and they say the more parents are involved, the kids are half as likely to be in a crash, 70% less likely to drive while intoxicated, half as likely to speed, twice as likely to wear their seat belts, and 30% less likely to use a cell phone while driving, which is another huge thing that not only teens but adults are capable of as well.
Yeah,
texting and driving.
Yeah,
exactly. So I think another big question for parents right now is what can they expect to happen to their insurance? Is there anything they need to prepare for?
Start a savings account.
Yeah, anything they need to know about their policy?
Well, I definitely think it's a great time to review the policy and make sure that your coverage limits are what they should be. Like Diana said, there's definitely an expense involved to adding a teen driver. It's definitely better if you get a vehicle without collision coverage. It's definitely better if you're a girl than a boy, believe it or not. But the main thing is making sure that the coverages are correct. You want to make sure that you have the higher liability limits. You want to consider an umbrella policy.
Which we did. That's huge. The umbrella,
Which is additional liability that blankets over the cars, the drivers, in case you're ever named personally in a lawsuit. So that's very important. But those are definitely, there's a big expense. It's at that time that you want to review things and actually meet up with your insurance agent so that they can review, make sure you're the right coverages, the right company, and it's just, that's the best time to do it.
And when should they review? As soon as your child turns 16 or prior to that, or is there a window?
You can do it at any point in time. Ideally, when we have somebody call to add a driver onto the policy, you're automatically looking at probably $800 to $1,500 in additional premium. So usually for our agency, what we'll do is that's the time to review it and just make sure you're where you need to be.
Well, and it's important too for them to tell you, like, if they did do driver's training
Mhm.
or if they're a good student. I know that helps too, right? A lot of the companies will give the credit for the good student.
A lot of the companies will give a credit for having a B or better grade average, so, and it can be a substantial savings. So talk to the kids and tell them to get good grades.
So if you are a parent of a teen, we hope this may have alleviated some of your stress surrounding teen driving. For more information on teen driving, please check out our blog at savainsurance.com. And we'd like to thank you for watching the SAVA reports. And if you have a question or concern about your current policy, please give us a call. And also, if you have an idea for future episodes, please feel free to contact us by email or phone. And we look forward to seeing you again on our next episode.
Thanks for watching.